This is Today on ENCA. A very good afternoon to you all. I'm Anokwa Matsano, and we begin with Operation Dudula this hour, where it is in Soweto to intensify its inspection of spaza shops. Now, this could spell trouble if authorities and police aren't present. Yesterday, you'll remember Metro Police and members of the JHB Council inspected some of those shops in the area and closed some down after seeing expired food on the shelves. ENCA reporter Bulele Jones is out in Soweto for us this afternoon and watching developments on the story. A very good afternoon to you, Bulele Jones. I'm sure those who support Operation Dudula are out in their numbers this afternoon as a means to, I suppose, cry out for the protection of their children who unfortunately buy from these shops and, as we've seen over the last days, have died as a consequence, some of them.
Thank you very much for joining us, and what I can tell you right now is that some of the members of Operation Dudula are of course furious, and they allege that this particular police station in Deep Creek, Soweto isn't assisting in terms of fighting the issues around local spaza shops, either selling counterfeit goods or fake products as well, which could be harmful to this community. They also go as far as to the extent of saying some officials are soliciting bribes from the owners of the local spaza shops which aren't compliant. Joining me right now, of course, the president of Operation Dudula, Dudula. Zanda, thank you very much for chatting to us. Tell us why you're here today.
We're here today because we know there has been a case opened against our people. They're being charged of robbery because we have been to a couple of spaza shops here in Dudula and obviously in and around Soweto and other parts of the country. And we are being charged of a robbery, but we want to know exactly why our people are being charged. If, you know, it's a fact, there's evidence that the consumable goods in the spaza shops are expired goods, they are illicit goods. Why must our people be charged?
How many of the people have been charged?
So, I'm unsure of the number, but we know that it's 6 cases, probably it's about 6 to 7 people.
And why were they charged? Were you not with law enforcement when you were conducting these raids?
So what happened is we did come here to the police station to ask them to come in and accompany us. But obviously, she played games. We know that's how she operates.
Who's that?
This is the station commander, Make. We know that's how she operates. She promised that tomorrow we will have the operation. We phoned the health department and we confirmed with the environmentals that that day we will have an operation. But tomorrow morning she refused to do so. But obviously we went to the shops, we had cameras, we had some of your colleagues with us at the stores. We don't steal anything. As soon as we find goods that are not good for consumptions, we make sure that we either burn them or we make sure that we throw them away.
But of course, what is it not that they're charging your members because you were not with environmentalists or with law enforcement when conducting these raids, therefore them not being within the law when conducting these raids?
Pule, the government has been silent about this thing, and we've been losing our children on a daily basis. Should we wait for more kids to die before the government acts? What do we need to do? If we had to take it upon ourselves and make sure that we remove those goods on the shelves, we shall do so. And we're going to intensify the struggle of the spaza shops because we can't have more people dying in the hands of foreign nationals.
Even at the expense of your members?
Pardon?
At the expense of your members being arrested more?
Will be at the expense of all of us, because if Commissioner Mage is able to open case for 6 people, then she must open a case for all of us.
What is the way forward? Your members have been arrested now. What is the way forward? Will you be taking legal action?
They haven't been arrested, but we are here to stop that. If she continues, then unfortunately we don't know what's going to happen, because communities are angry that there are cases opened against our members, and we will not allow that. So we are here to tell Mage that she needs to drop the charges.
You had a conference today. Going into the new week now, you speak about intensifying the operation. What's on the table? What are you going to be doing going into the new week?
We will be going to more spaza shops, because what we have also seen is that these foreign nationals are arrogant, and they still continue selling illicit goods. They still continue selling expired goods. So what we hear today is that we are going to continue with the struggle, but we will still consult them. But if they are not willing to do so, as community members, we will continue to do so.
Will you also consult law enforcement to work with you on operations?
Sure, we will. We'll still consult with them once again, because we had before, and we'll still consult with the environmentals. So we will do, because Operation Dudula is an organization that's always law-abiding, but now we are being failed by the same law enforcement agencies. You must know that we are a peaceful movement, we are not a vigilante group, and we make sure that our marches are as peaceful as we can. We're going to continue like that, but we cannot allow a station commander to open cases against our people for doing the right thing, something that they can't do themselves.
Dudula, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
That's the president of Operation Dudula joining us this afternoon. Yesterday, the MMC for Health explaining and telling us that there's about 3,600 local spaza shops which are not compliant in Region D alone in Soweto. That shows you the kind of challenge that continues, to be in this prevalent in this community as well. And today, Operation Dudula says they want to speak to the station commander to stop arresting their members, but rather work with them when raiding some of these local spaza shops which are not complying with the requirements of the law.
Very worrying developments indeed there, but the idea that communities are being forced to take matters into their own hands because the action or the inaction of law enforcement authorities is slow, according to them, is worrying. But those are live visuals in Soweto for you. The Operation Dudula members are, it seems, at the police station, and they are calling on police to act with haste when it comes to dealing with the illegal food stuff that is sold in the spaza shops across the different communities in Soweto. And of course, Pulele Truti Jones covering that story for us, and will continue to give us the very latest developments there. Let's